Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Dragon, back once again with another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. If you are new to this series, I take a look at the different characters within different works of fiction and translate them the best I can into a playable character in Dungeons & Dragons based off of the lore and style of that character. Today we are looking at Moon Knight from DC Comics. Now, before we get into the actual build, I want to let you all know that our friend Nathrandir from Nathrandir's Guide to Everything also has a video for a Moon Knight build. I would recommend checking it out. And before anybody says that I copied Nathrandir, I did not intentionally. I announced my build for Moon Knight on Twitter at Drahan_YT on April the 10th. Our friend Nathrandir posted his video on April the 12th. I was actually in the middle of building my Moon Knight build when his was released. I even commented on his video on how funny that was. His build's great. Check his out. But yes, that's what I wanted to let you know. I did not intentionally copy Nathrandir. I am letting you know, however, that Nathrandir does have a Moon Knight build as well. And honestly, it would be hilarious if he and I had the idea of building Moon Knight on the same day. Now, let's go ahead and get into the build. Starting things off, we are going to use the point-buy system for our stats. Strength and intelligence will be a 10. 12 on our charisma. Constitution and wisdom will be a 13. And our highest stat is dexterity at a 15. Spoilers for the Moon Knight comic and TV series. Mark Spector, the guy underneath the mask, is dead. Sorry you had to hear that. But yes, Mark Spector, the Moon Knight, died before the comics were even released. Basically, part of the prologue was that Mark Spector died during an archaeological dig, and he had gone to one of the Egyptian gods and asked for his help as part of his dying breath. The god answered, brought him back to life, and now Mark Spector serves as that Egyptian god's avatar. A lot of noise going on in the background, I do apologize. Anyway, he died, he came back to life, that is reborn. Go ahead and increase your Constitution, Wisdom, and Charisma each by 1 point. 14 on Constitution, 14 on Wisdom, and 13 on Charisma. Speed, 30 feet. Ancestral Legacy, we'll grab 2 skills of our choice. Acrobatics, Athletics. We get Deathless Nature, Knowledge from a Past Life, which, considering that Mark Spector has multiple personality disorder, that works just fine. Languages, Common and Celestial. We're going to go ahead and grab the Dark Gift, Echoing Soul. This is building off of the fact that Mark Spector has multiple personality disorder. 2 additional multiple personalities are living inside of Mark's head. I really like multiple personality disorder as a plot point and a lot of entertainment, but holy cow, would that get annoying. The abilities we get from the Echoing Soul is Channeled Prowess. We get 2 more skills, Insight and Persuasion. We get Inherit Tongue. Let's go with Abyssal. Something tells me, being the avatar of a god, an Egyptian god, mind you, gives you certain extra abilities to be able to speak with other Egyptian characters. whether it be gods or monsters. You also get intrusive echoes. I would imagine after one of your personalities learns that it is just another personality living inside your head, that it would get very intrusive once it learns how to speak to you inside your own mind. Also through reflections. Not to mention that you also have the Egyptian god you now serve also talking to you from time to time. That would get intrusive very often. Background. We're going with Faceless. This is the background we always use for our superhero builds. And that is because he is Mark Spector by day, and by moonlight, he is the Moon Knight. How is that for a joke? Alright, so, proficiencies, skills, deception, and intimidation. Your tools are the disguise kit. Languages, infernal. You get the faceless persona feature. And you also get the feature dual personalities. You do have multiple personality disorder, so yeah, that's gonna be useful. 3 personalities in total. Did I mention that? So, play that to your heart's content, but oh boy, that's gonna get annoying after a while. Let's go classes. We're gonna grab Monk. We're going with Monk because Moon Knight fights primarily with hand-to-hand combat. Additionally, he will take a punch more often than not. This is why one of the other villains, Taskmaster... Did I say it was DC? I think I did. That was my mistake. It is Marvel, not DC. Why do I keep getting my comic book franchises mixed up? It is Marvel. Because Taskmaster. Because Deadpool. Oh boy. Anyway, Taskmaster really does not like fighting Moon Knight because Moon Knight will always take a hit and never really dodge. This is because the Egyptian god he serves will heal him. Just so that Egyptian god has an avatar on Earth. Cool, cool. Proficiencies, grab the religion and stealth skills. You get unarmored defense and martial arts features from your monk. Multi-class time, you serve Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon. Holy flip, he is creepy. For your Cleric spell casting, you will be using your Wisdom modifier. Your domain spells, starting things off with, are the Fairy Fire and Silent Image spells. You also get Clarity of Katha. You'll find the Moon Domain Cleric in Teldori Reborn. Now we're going to go ahead and multi-class one more time into Warlock. The otherworldly patron we will pick is Celestial. We'll get bonus cantrips in Light and Sacred Flame. We also get the feature Healing Light. We also get Pack Magic, which uses our Charisma modifier. Moving on to level 2 Monk, we get Key, which uses our Wisdom modifier. We get Dedicated Weapon and Unarmored Movement. Level 2 Cleric, we get Channel Divinity. For Turn Undead, and thanks to our Moon Domain, we get Blessing of the Full Moon. And level 2 Warlock, we get Eldritch Invocations in Armor of Shadows and Devil's Sight. This is why we took Warlock, to get that Armor of Shadows. That is the only reason we took Warlock. We are not going any further with Warlock levels. Got it? Good. Moving on to level 3 Monk, we're going to get the monastic tradition of the Way of Mercy. We get Implements of Mercy and Hand of Healing. We get the feature Deflect Missiles and Key Fueled Attack just for being a 3rd level Monk. And at 4th level Monk, I realized I made a mistake here. Give me a quick second. because I had to change stuff earlier before recording. There we go. Alright, we're going to have a couple of breaks like that in the future because I forgot to change everything right before recording. Anyway, level 4 Monk. We're going to get Quicken Healing and Slow Fall just for being a level 4 Monk. We're going to grab a feat instead of an ability score improvement. We get to increase our dexterity by 1 point, giving us a 16. We get Firearms Proficiency from the Gunner feat. And we get to ignore the loading property of firearms, and being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attacks. We are grabbing the Gunner feat because Mark Spector was in the Special Forces. So of course, he knows how to use a gun. Level 5 Monk gets Focused Aim, Extra Attack, and Stunning Strike. Level 6 Monk gets Physician's Touch from our Way of Mercy Monk, and we also get Key Empowered Strikes just for being a level 6 Monk. Level 7 Monk, Evasion and Stillness of Mind. We now get to dodge better if we so desired. Level 8 Monk, we're grabbing the feat Fighting Initiate, and we're going to grab Thrown Weapon of Fighting. If you've seen the memes of Moon Knight, you will know what this is referencing. Alright, level 4 Cleric, I need to go ahead and cut out real quick. Go ahead and fix this, because I made a small error. Okay. Yes, and yes. Checking. No. It's a 13. Okay. Much better. Okay. Increase your wisdom by 2, making it a 16. Moving on to level 5 Cleric, we get Destroy Undead. Level 6 Cleric, we're just at level 5. Level 6 Cleric, Channeled Affinity, we get the Mind of 2 Moons. Level 8 Cleric, please hold, there we go. Much better, okay. Level 8 Cleric, we get Empowered Cantrips thanks to our Moon Cleric. And also we get an ability score improvement, increase your wisdom by 2. Level 10 Cleric Divine Intervention. And there we go, that is the end of this build, but not the end of the video, because we do have one more thing to cover. We did grab Cleric levels and Warlock levels, which means we get spells. We'll quickly go over the Warlock spell list: Cantrips, True Strike, and Sword Burst. First level spells: Comprehend Languages, Hellish Rebuke, and Hex. And now for Cleric Spells, you get a total of 14. Cantrips are 5 cantrips: Toll the Dead, Guidance, Light, and Resistance. Now for your 14 spells, starting with first level: Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Bless, and Inflict Wounds. Second level: Spiritual Weapon, Locate Object, Protection from Poison, and Enhance Ability. Third level: Spirit Guardians, Revivify and Remove Curse. Fourth level: Banishment. You have to deal with other evil Egyptian gods. Which means you are going to have to deal with the consequences of them being loose on the world. Fifth level: Greater Restoration and Summon Celestial. That one's just because I like the spell. It's not really meant for Moon Knight. Though, honestly, having another fighter can be kind of like duplicating yourself, or it could be summoning Khonshu himself. which, that's the way I would flavor it. It's special summoning your deity. Alright, that is the end of the video. Make sure you check out Nathrandir's video on the Moon Knight. And until next time, this has been Drahon, and I am offline.